Nikki, it looks like the star crystal tree stored a lot of starlit crystals. Let's head to the Sea of Stars and take a look. What a lovely sunny day.
Hello everybody, my name is
Let's check
Sky.
out what the
I'm your
shrooms are
friendly
doing.
neighborhood autistic person full of random useless facts. And today we are getting into Infinity Nikki, specifically just to get a dress that has been added in with the midway banner for this month and this month's event. Gonna be straight up, the only reason that it's not Luna here is because I haven't formally reintroduced her with Cyberpunk. That's mentally where I'm at right now. My favorite grandmother is currently in the hospital. I'm trying to figure out like how much to say and how to describe this, but she has always had stomach issues for many years, and because of this she barely eats as it is. And she started getting very sick. She was not able to get anything down. It was getting very painful for her to eat, so she went to the hospital, and they have found a mass in her pancreas that was not there when they scanned her back in August. And that's not great. That's not really good. When it comes to pancreatic treatments, there are only 4 specialists in my area. She has currently a team of 5 doctors of different specialists, and they did try to do a biopsy at her current hospital to check it for what we think everybody fears it could be. And they got down there and they looked at it and they did not feel confident in doing it. So they actually did not perform the biopsy like they had originally wanted to. She will need to go to one of the specialists in the state. And they are very booked up and very busy. So right now the main goal is to just get her to the point that she can actually physically eat and drink and keep food down. They are supposed to be putting her on a soft diet in the morning and seeing how she does with that. And supposedly, if she does okay with that, maybe she'll be discharged in a day or two. But this is very much a situation that will continue to be ongoing until we can get a proper answer for what we are looking at in her pancreas. And I'm just gonna be fully honest with y'all. My brain's not really working that well right now. I'm mainly on here because, one, I really truly do want this account to have this beautiful dress. Y'all are gonna love it. But also, I'm trying to force myself into a sense of normalcy. I can't even get high. No amount of cannabis that I smoke is doing anything to me mentally because I'm just stuck in this stress mode of worry and panic. And like for reference, my grandmother is not a fragile woman. She is not a fragile woman. Over 80 years old, but she genuinely acts like she's like 60 or something. Just last week, she was throwing a sledgehammer around and breaking up rocks so that she could line her garden by herself. Like, that's how she is. She's very active. She mows her own lawn with a walking mower. Not a riding mower, a walking mower. She mows her own lawn. She's very, very active. So just her in general being stuck in the hospital for so many days, because she's been there since Thursday, it stresses me out for her because I know she's not handling it well. I did not handle being in the hospital for one night well. I cannot imagine how that is affecting her, especially she's also away from her dog, who is being watched over by family, and, you know, family has been going in and out all day long, every single day since she's been there. She's never really alone. But it's just, yeah, I just can't function. I really can't. I'm not functioning right now. That's just it. I'm really here to get this dress, to talk to y'all about what is going on. I am also going to make a community post after this, and of course, if you're in the Discord, y'all already know this has been going on. Y'all have been updated since day one of when I woke up to my mother's text that she had been sent to the hospital. So if you want to stay like truly right up on the date up to date with what is going on with her, the Discord will be kept up to date with what's happening. But when it comes to streaming, I'm going to truly do my best. But Lily has never been so far out of reach for me right now, so Cyberpunk is probably not an option. And I just don't really have the enthusiasm to do justice for gaming, you know. I stream to show how much fun I have in the games, to inspire other people to have games. And right now, I'm not really sure I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I have tried doing some other games because Ippy Jesus finally got Baldur's Gate 3. My real life friend and I are we're trying to plan our modded playthrough, and we're gonna have Ippy Jesus join us. And so I tried playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate to prepare for that, and I can't. The games that I picked up to play test, I can't. All I want to do is just sit here and wait for an answer, but that's not productive. So we're streaming instead, and we're gonna be productive instead. I'm going to take a useless hit of this bowl, and we are going to go through what we need to go through. We're going to pull the dress very last because there's a couple of things that I haven't grabbed event-wise that we need to do. Okay. First things first, we get our dailies. I have been keeping up with the dailies. As you can see, I didn't do them today because I knew I was going to attempt to stream today. So I didn't get them today. They'll refresh in 3 hours. I'll get them if I'm still awake. I don't know. We'll see when we cross that bridge. Realm of the Dark. Perfect. We need to do one of the Realm of the Darks. Realm Challenge. Realm of the Dark. We still need to do Sling Pack Spurt, Updraft, and Explosive and Stronghold. And then we have these new one, the Wolf Heads, apparently, are also a thing that we have. So, we're gonna do the Sling first, and we'll just go through, and we'll do the same thing that we did with the, Suiika trials, where we just ran through them all at once. We'll just do the same thing. Excuse me. Oh, but yeah. I'm genuinely happy to have you all here. I hope y'all are all doing very, very well. And that's really just been what's been going on. I truly and genuinely am sorry that streaming is falling off, and I have not been keeping up with it. My brain is just really not working. Like, the fact that I'm actually this coherently explaining it to y'all is impressing me myself. You know? Under a minute. It's not bad. We'll just confuse the one time, so that way we have enough to do it again. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, how am I going to timestamp that? I guess just, like, in-depth description thing? I don't know. How do I timestamp the rambling and distressedness of informing of my current situation? Why the fuck am I thinking about timestamps when I'm actually having to deal with, like, such real genuine shit? What are we talking? I will say this much for games like Infinity Nikki are actually really perfect for times like this when you are just so numb and your brain is not functioning the way it's supposed to be, because it is just the most basic, easy to play game. You just run around and you press the couple of buttons. That's about it. And they're gonna take me to the zoo. You roll me around. And we're all friends again. I haven't actually, the reason why I'm getting so emotional is because I have not actually had a full emotional breakdown about what is currently happening with my grandmother. I just keep pushing that away and not letting that happen. I guess because my brain's like, oh, there's no reason to do that. if we don't really fully know what's going on just yet, you know? Which means that when we find out, it's gonna be a full-on breakdown. That's probably gonna mess me the hell up. Don't do what I do. Allow yourself to feel feelings. Stop sending the little bomb guys at me. Making a pretty good time on these, actually. I'm impressed with us. I'm gonna have a sip of my Dr. Pepper cherry. Not sponsored, but should be. Let's see. Realm of Escalation is currently giving 2 times rewards. Might as well pop in there with the remaining vital energy we have. right, yeah. Okay, so what had updated was the Mirror Crown styling contest, apparently. Yeah, this one. The It's a Lamb Pinnacle contest is reopened for rewards, so let's go ahead, pop in and join it, and we'll run through these with the recommended until we just stop getting rewards, pretty much. I might even take it as far as, like, all the way to the very end, even though we're not getting max rewards. Just to see how far off we are from being, like, all the way able to max level through the mirror. So, let's see what we got going on here. We don't have many pieces that are high glowed up and upgraded, but I have been doing my best in the off-screen time whenever I hop into the dailies. Sometimes one of the dailies is to upgrade a clothing piece, so I go ahead and I'll upgrade a set as much as I can. And whenever it's like double rewards in Realm of Escalation, or the challenge is for the daily is to use the Realm of Escalation, then I get more stuff, so that way I can glow up more of the outfits. But I don't think any of them are as high up as this one. Was this one fully glowed? No, I don't think we fully glowed this one yet. We'll have to check that one. Oh, also, I'm fairly certain what I watched earlier, it was from Infinity Nikki, like the official YouTube, and it looked to be what the next banner is going to be. But to be fully honest, it was like on TV YouTube, so I didn't like check the information of like when it was released or anything. It was just like watch this next, and I was like, oh, hey, that looks neat. And I clicked on it and I was like, oh, is this like the next announcement for it? And I should have checked that. But if that was the next announcement I saw, we're pulling one of those dresses. We are. I cannot figure out what is going on with my model. You see how like the ears and stuff like that keep bouncing, and like the eyes aren't really, it's not reading correctly to what my facial expression currently is. And I'm over here, hang on, actually I'm gonna test this. Okay, yeah, so my buttons are working, so my configuration button for the camera is working, but like, why? Am I just that depressed? Fuck, I might just actually be that depressed. That, like, my face has just dropped down that much. That it's not registering me, like, having, like, a even slightly happy, perked up look. Like I said, it would be Luna here if she'd been reintroduced through Cyberpunk already. That's gonna be really the whole point of reintroducing her for days like this. So that way I can, like, pop up Luna and have her play, and y'all can understand why the attitude and why the monotonedness. Because this isn't me. I'm usually happier than this. Right? Right? I think so. Maybe. I don't know anymore. This dress is carrying way too much. I promise I'm gonna put more effort into glowing up the other pieces. I think it's just the fact that they're not as high level. I think that's a 5-star, and the other pieces I've been leveling up are 4 stars. There's nothing wrong with having a good carry dress, it's just... It gets tiring seeing the same thing over and over again, and also it's not covering the proper categories that we need. Alright, we finished it. Yay! Portal away! Let's see what rewards we get out of that. Nice. Very nice. And the Mirror Crown Merit Arena has also reset. But we've cleared them all the way to the top, so we just need to wait for them to do a full monthly reset at this point. It's mostly saying that we can reclaim rewards again, the minor rewards, if we want to. Claim our mirror journey. We have reached level 50. Now, y'all know from the last banner, when we reached level 50, Ippy Jesus went ahead and purchased the upgraded mirror journey for us, and he did offer to do so this time as well. But I mentioned before that, like, I don't want to spend money on it if I don't feel like it's worth it. I did not pull any of the dresses from this banner event except for this one that I'm about to do now, and it's just like a minor banner event. It's not one of the major events. So I'm just kind of meh about it. I don't really feel like I need the extra rewards. Would they be nice to have? Oh yeah, but I am not in need of it this time around. I do not desire it like I did the last time, and I also, to be genuine, don't really feel like I earned it this time around. I did mention that I wanted to feel like I earned the upgraded mirror journey, and I just don't feel like I earned it this time. But this is the Momo's cloak. If we did get the upgraded journey, it's a little cow cloak with the little rainbow bandages and the little rainbow headpiece. It is cute. Events, yeah. The new travel shop is open. We have not managed to get over there yet to the new area because we can't get there until we finish chapter 5 of the Itzaland story, and we're currently still in chapter 3 of it, so... but the travel shop is really, you just take items to Allison and she trades you things for them. Valuable things. Alright, was there anything else? Ah, yes. We need a Dick Pear Pal. Let me check these. One more run. And then I swap over. Mirror level. Level up. We do have one friend now. It's me. I'm the friend. But I mostly did that because we can come over here to the color lookbook and I can upload things in Sky's color lookbook and then view them over here on this one without having to swap over to the other accounts. That way if I make a certain dress or I get a certain dress over there that I don't get on this account, I can show it off on this account without having to switch. That's really just it. Alright. let's go over there. Let's show y'all what y'all been waiting for. I know what you're here for. Okay, so this was the main one in colors I bloom. It's been the main thing that has been the pool with the unicorn. This was one of the new new pools that was introduced midway. Let me just click this real quick and back out. Into the illusion, y'all remember I noticed and pointed out in the shop that there was the clown makeup. It is Mad Hatter and Alice in Wonderland themed in a way. Very, very, very cute. Full of ruffles. Full of lace. Bow appliques. You have your little pal friend. I really do like the hair. The hair is very cute. The black version of it, the second tier, beautiful. I just like the gothic look of it. And then, of course, the adorable Teacup Mad Hatter art of tailoring style. This one is also very, very cute. I like this coloring. And then there is this dress. Reveled in Dreams. Once again, Alice Wonderland themed. This one gives you a whimsicality ability that throws down teacups that you can sit in. It's really cute. I have seen other players use it. But this is the dress that I'm here for. This is the dress that I have already pulled twice on the main account. And I wanted to pull just the one time on this account because we can dye it if we want to. But this is the Feast of Wheel and Woe, Knight's Capricorn song. Look at this thing. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Ignore that. Blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about it. This is why I had to pull it twice over on the main account, because the secondary pull comes in purple and I am completely out of dye gems over on the other account. So I needed to pull it in purple in order to have it in purple. And then this is what it will look like glowed up. But this is the piece that we are going piece that we are going to be pulling mainly, and because I've already pulled it twice over on the other account, I've unlocked the dyeing ability for the whole thing, and yeah, the black options and gray options for the dyes for this. You're not going to get this pretty black that's up here, pretty much is what I'm saying. You're not going to find the same thing. The only way you're going to get that is if you unlock the full color wheel, which I'm pretty sure you do with the glow up. And maybe pulling the whole piece? I'll check that with Skies, because she's going to glow it up. And if that is the case, you could probably pull it from hers. But either way, this is what we're getting. It is a 4-star piece. So every 5 resonances guarantees us a 4-star piece, and our Deep Echoes draws claim up to 25, and they give us little trinkets and rewards along the way. We currently have 29 pulls right now. I'm going to pop over to the store and just grab that one, and we'll make 30 pulls right here and right now, and it should probably actually get us. Alright, let's go gambling. Alright, so one more 10 pull. That's about what I expected. And I know you're probably wondering, like, oh, why didn't you just go ahead and prepare for that? Like, didn't you see how many pulls it took you? Yeah, I did, but I got a triple pull on one, where I got 2 and 1 5 pull. And there wasn't a guarantee of us getting the same thing. So we wait. And we pull in 10s. I'm pretty sure that was the 5th pull. So that would have been a double pull and a 5. Dang. Oh well. As long as we get it, that's all that matters. It was the 4th pull. But all I wanted was the dress. We'll maybe do a permanent pull before we end stream. But first things first, we cover all bases. We grab our gems from our courses, and then we hit our compendium. Ooh, we can level it up. Nice. After using the Oracle card Whimsicality ability, Nikki waves her hand, summoning several floating cards that spread out in the air, waiting to be chosen. Select a card to glimpse a fragment of an unknown destiny, see vines grow and flowers bloom, or become a noble empress shining with golden light, or transform into the blazing morning sun, dispelling the shadows. So, let's go over here. We need to pick a spot. I like that one though, it's so cute. And I'm definitely not replacing my Dearest Nikki. My Dearest Nikki one is going to be a locked-in permanent. You know what? We can always remake any look that we ever want. That's the whole point of Nikki. Yee. Do we have any Eureka's that will go? I'm aware my current styling hasn't been saved. Will you let me off of this? Let me off. Thank you. Jeez. Actually, this would work really well. It's hard to see because her hair is down, covering most of it, but like, this would fit in well with her back piece, actually. But not for now. It's wild how much that changes her face. Neat. Might not have a lipstick that I like. If I must pick, though... Yeah, is that green? It is. Does it come in yellow? We might need to check. Ah, I have the wrists in yellow, though. Nice. And I don't have a leg piece at all? Oh no, I do. I have 7 of them. I just haven't upgraded any of them. Come on, let's go. We have our mission. No! Miss Quakes. Hey, first try. Oh, hey, Jimmy. Is it late or early for you? Either way, welcome in. How are you? How's small child? How's wife? how did Jesus like his first few hours of BG3? He liked them a lot. It's really interesting seeing how different the UI is between PC versus PlayStation, but he's otherwise very much enjoying it. I made sure that I'm doing my best to stay out of it, let him do what he wants and fight how he wants and just make his own choices. But I did make sure to steer him in the direction of specific things to make sure that he picked up people. He currently has 3 companions picked up, and he's right outside of the 4th companion. I told him whenever he starts up next time to which route he needs to take to pick up the next companion before starting the next big cutscene. But otherwise, he's doing very well. He's handling it pretty nicely. Early LL, I'll give you one guess how small child is. Unhappy. Awake. PC is so much nicer than console. In some aspects. For me personally, I like the PC UI much more. It runs nicer though, that's for certain. Do I sit here and wait for those birds to fly by again? I did not look up until it was too late, and honestly, that would have been a great shot. Oh, it's just one. Let's sit here and fiddle around a bit while I wait for them to come around. Turn around. But I'm very excited that you and Ippy Jesus have BG3 now. I'm getting a mod list together for y'all. Obviously, Wither's Big Naturals is just right on the top of the list. Second one underneath it is extra large, extra floppy penis mod. No, I'm not joking. It adds depth. It brings more intrigue and interest to the game. I swear. You just picked up Withers. Who's that bald capybara? I haven't missed the flock, did I? I was looking away. I already have some mods downloaded. Very nice. Ah. Cute. Slay. And all those super nice things. What do we say here? Welcome in, Kanzaki. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello. I'm curious as to what mods you have downloaded in Jimmy. If I may, I have to recommend the Pixel Bytes Adjustable Party Limit mod. Honestly, just 10 needs to be had. There are so many fights you're going to come across where you're going to go, why the hell do the devs expect us to be able to do this fight with only 3 companions? But then again, maybe me and the Cat Lord are just little bitches when it comes to playing the game. Alright, I want to do one more card draw just to see what we get. But I will say, every time I've tried drawing the cards, I don't have an issue with my stick, but no matter what control I use, it won't let me actually scroll around the cards. I don't know what's up with that. I didn't even see where that card was. It was so far off screen. And it's a repeat? Oh. Oh, you've played it on console through the Crash? That is one that I didn't have downloaded. Oh, okay. Expanded spells, Weightless Gold, and Expendables. Nice. Very nice. Good choices. Those are some of the ones that are on our list already for console save mods. Oh wow, this dress is goated. Is that a reference to it being a Capricorn dress in the random origins? Either way, it is goated. I'm very glad that we got it. It was an easy pull for us. One more time. Oh, but yeah. If you've gotten that far, Jimmy, then Jesus just picked up Astarian, Gale, and obviously Shadowheart, because she's like right there when you walk out. And he's positioned to go and get Lysel next, right before entering the Grove. His he made an interesting character. I'm definitely going to be the beautiful one of our playthrough group. Cause like, what are y'all doing? What class did you play? I'm figuring out caster. To be fully honest, Jimmy, I've played them all. Because I have a playthrough running for each and every single origin companion, so if I have the ability to romance the companion, I've made a character specifically with that companion in mind, and with a class that either matches it or perfectly balances it. And now I'm doing my first multi-class run. Being straight up though, I love the Barbarian. I love just running up and beating the ever-loving shit out of things until they fall over and die. The Cat Lord is over here going, oh, I need to figure out this spell, and I need to do this, and if be Jesus, I notice is already doing the same thing of, which spell is better to use here? And meanwhile, I'm over here like, just run up and hit them! Just hit them! Don't stop swinging! I just want to hit him. So I definitely prefer a barbarian class. But yeah, Kanzaki, the power of this outfit is this whimsicality. It allows you to pick from a circle of cards. And I say pick lightly because for some reason it's not letting me actually pick the card. Every time I use the stick to try, it won't select what I'm trying to select. It just keeps bouncing around. Like, you see how it's going over to the right? I'm currently pushing my stick to the left. Like, I don't know what the situation is here with this and how this works. But once you select the card, it pops up a little frame for you that you can take pictures in. We keep getting the same ones though. Nerd, LOL. I have no shame. I have over 500 hours in Baldur's Gate, and I have zero shame, because all 500 of those hours are specifically so that one day I can stream that game, and I can do it efficiently and quickly, and I can show off every little corner in the least amount of time, do every fight with 0 deaths, show off every weapon and every companion and all the romances in the least amount of time possible. Because you know how long that game is. It took me and Cat Lord a year to finish our campaign. It took me almost a year to finish my very first campaign that I did, that I started on. It's it's gonna take a while to get truly efficient at it. I am doing a Storm Sorcerer, but hey, either switch to a fighter or multi-classing into Tempest Cleric. Oh, you can't go wrong with the Tempest Cleric. You really can't. You could always... Yeah, I think you can multi-class the companions as well. You could always multi-class Shadowheart into Tempest Cleric. And then you can do whatever you want with yours. That's another thing that I do. I take advantage of each and every playthrough to try out the different classes and subclasses with the origin characters as well. Just to see how everything works. Pick the best of the best for our playthrough. Is there anything else? I feel like there's something else I wanted to do here. Oh right, I was gonna debate. It wouldn't take us very much to get it, but like I said, if the video that I watched from the official Infinity Nikki YouTube earlier was for the next banner event, I want one of those dresses very, very badly. So I would rather go ahead and save our gems to pull for that. But I will go ahead and I'll pull 5 of the permanent gems, and we'll do a permanent pull before I wrap up the stream, you know, like I always do. Yeah, we can currently afford 96. So yeah, we're gonna save that. Don't worry about that mail. It's probably just the usual of, get your rewards, the event's about to end. But just in case there is something that's like user sensitive in it, mail stays unchecked. What else was I doing? Oh, right. So, we have this new, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Capricorn dress that I have not actually spent time showing off. Hang on. As you can see, we have the absolutely gorgeous straight black horns with the gold tips and the gold wrapping around them. They have the eyes on the front of each of them. The gorgeous headpiece, which if you look really, really closely, you can see does actually kind of float a bit. It's not like a fitted to the head, because it's fitted to the horns, and then it just sits over the head. So with certain hairstyles, this is going to be more prominent. Be prepared for that. We have this absolutely gorgeous, super long white hair. In the secondary pool version, it's duotone. We have the beautiful black top. Gorgeous sheer chiffon. Does Alice look alike? It is Kanzaki. The other banner pools that are the midway banner pools are Alice in Wonderland themed. I'll go back to it in a second. But yeah, got this little piece of Capricorn theming, pretty much. It's a very, very beautiful dress. I just love the look of it. I love the way it flows, and of course, obviously, I love the horns, and yes, the horns are going to be added to other dresses that I do. Just like the antlers that we have for the other deer dress. Get over it. I like cute headpieces, if that isn't obvious by my model. So our Nikki is also going to have cute headpieces. No regrets. But yeah, absolutely beautiful, beautiful dress. Looks like an outfit from the Middle East. Yeah, I can see that a little bit. I just love the way it looks. Right, over here. Hop over to the color lookbook. Remember, I friended myself, the main account. So, we can actually pop over here and we can check out the 2 dye bases that I recently did. So this is the version of the dress that we're currently wearing. The first pull that you get of it dyed with purple. And be aware, I cannot afford these dyes. I figured out that you can actually go to the dye workshop. You can dye everything exactly the way you want it. Save it to your color lookbook. And then whenever you can afford to dye it, you can just pull it directly off of your color lookbook later. So I really just sat over here and dyed all this to prepare for when I can't afford it. So this is the current piece we are wearing, dyed in purple. And this is the secondary pull, the one that comes naturally in a purple tone, dyed with more purple tones and some black tones as well. Ippy Jesus does have a preference for the other purple version, and honestly, I think I do as well. Oh, and y'all know over on my main account, it's all purple all the time. I currently have one exception, because I got this ball gown pull, and I was like, oh, can I dye this black and red? And I could, so I did. And just, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, it doesn't match my purple setup, but like, come on. It's killer. And yes, I'm aware the little antler pieces don't really quite go with it, but I really like how it has like the little red roses coming off on the top. Maybe what I need to do is actually see if there's a different color I can dye the base of the antlers. That way they're not so obvious and make it look like it's like floating roses, maybe? We'll see. But yeah, I'm still working hard and hardly working. on dyeing up every single base piece over on the main account. So if you are a purple fanatic like I am, my main account has all the base outfits that you can just earn in the game by naturally playing dyed in purple. It was actually a really smart move of me to add this over. Ooh, I saw that. Hang on. Oh wait, this is my favorites. I was like, that was a cute outfit. Of course it was. I already thought it was cute and I had it. This is beautiful though as well. See, this is another reason why I wanted to pull this dress and get this piece, and why there are certain dresses and pieces that we're gonna be pulling because I want to be able to make combined outfits like this that just come out super, super gorgeous. I'm not gonna give that a like. But yeah. I also wish NPCs didn't have to be controlled by me in combat, but I get why. Yeah. And also, I wish we could just skip enemies in combat. I get why we don't, because, like, if you could skip over the enemies taking their turn, then it would go from, I'm winning, to, why is a star in dead? Very fast, and you wouldn't even know what happened and what mistakes were made that you can prevent the next time that you went through that fight or experienced that kind of enemy. But man, oh man, when you have those fights that have like 20 to 30 enemies in them and it's just sitting there waiting for them to take their turn, and there's sometimes that the AI for them is taking its sweet, sweet time, just going, what do I do? What do I do? Only for it to choose to dash and move 2 feet and then end its turn. Ugh. I'll see what I mean by how, like, an all-black dress isn't really possible here. This is your darker black colors that you'll get. And this darkest one makes it a dark purple, which I'm fine with. And then a slightly mauvier purple. This is going to give you more of a deep blue-gray, and then this gives you a slate gray. And then you go into the whites, which turn into purples and pinks and purples down here for some reason. Oh, that's actually a very soft and gentle pink. Isn't that pretty? I lost my appreciation for pink many, many years ago. Just because, like, I got oversaturated in it. My mother was very big on putting me in a lot of pink things, and I got just very tired of it very quickly. I have no issue with her doing that or anything like no issues. It's just, I just don't care for pink anymore. I had enough of it. But that is a very pretty pink. It's a nice peach. Ooh, that green is also pretty. That part I don't mind as much, because with controlling the party, you have to deal with everyone's abilities and spells rather than just your own. That's the part I like. It makes it go by a little bit faster. But there are times when it gets a little bit annoying trying to keep track of who has what. Where is... I lost my train of thought. Who is doing what? Who is currently where? And all that fun stuff. I've had a few fights already where we get separated for whatever reason, and it will just go to completely black screen because it has to jump from one area of the map all the way across to the other. That's not great. Not a fan of that. I do wish there's a way to like turn on an autonomy for them almost. This dress is just so pretty. So pretty. I like pretty dresses. If only I could get it in black. Playing with other people would be interesting. It is. It is very much so. I think you're gonna have fun playing with Ippy Jesus. We can also have a playthrough running. Like, that was something I was telling him, is that he should definitely have his own playthrough that he runs just by himself, solely for him, which he's obviously started, and you should as well. I do as well. Cat Ward does as well. And then we will have a playthrough that is you and Jesus, and then a playthrough that's me and Jesus, and then a playthrough that's you and me and Jesus, and then a playthrough that's me and Cat Ward and Jesus, and so on and so forth all the way around. Cat Ward is debating on possibly maybe even pulling you into a playthrough because we are going to be running the adjustable party limits mod, so that way we can carry companions with us. That way we don't have to worry about missing out on romance scenes or dialogues or stuff like that. Just because it would make it a little bit faster in some aspects to get through certain stories, because we're all going to end up doing the same thing, provided you and Jesus fall in love with the game like we do. And that is play it over and over and over and over again, because you have to see what happens if you pick this class, what happens if you pick this race, what happens if you make this dialogue choice, what happens if you use this weapon instead of this weapon during this specific fight in this specific act. What happens if you say this during this cutscene, or romance this companion, or break up with this companion. There's so much to do in Baldur's Gate 3. It's impossible to get through everything in one single playthrough. I'm gonna try to fit everything into 2 playthroughs for stream, though, whenever I do feel I can stream it. At this point, I'm currently sitting here just kind of feeling myself out. Do I try doing a quest? I'm doing that thing that you're supposed to do, where you, like, personally check in and, like, mentally check in with yourself. Like, how am I, Sky, feeling at this moment? And the answer is nothing. Yeah. I'm still in pretty much the same mindset I was when I started. a little bit better. Like, it's difficult because I do get little blips here and there. I get them with Jesus when we're watching RuPaul's Drag Race and, you know, talking with Jimmy and Kazaki and to y'all, my workers in chat, and just rambling a bit. There's like little blips of, I guess, feeling slightly better. But it is so quickly just drug right back down. Tired's a good way to put it, Jimmy. But it's like my soul is tired. I am weighed by so much stress on behalf of my grandmother that I am just... I'm not here. I'm not even existing. I feel like that's my answer. Like, I am just still, even with getting back on here and trying to get back into that sense of normalcy and playing the game, I still cannot break that main focus on her, and I cannot allow myself to truly enjoy anything. I wish my brain didn't work like this because, like, you know, it's not helpful to just sit here and stress about something that I have no control over. But I can't help but do that, and I cannot force my brain to function when it just genuinely cannot bring itself to. It's so weird. It's so weird that I can see and acknowledge and understand what the problem is, but I am unable to stop my brain from having the problem, you know? You prefer single player games to multiplayer ones? I do, Kanzaki. I have a much higher preference to single player games. I used to play multiplayer way back in the day, but to be honest, I started becoming one of those, like, sweaty grinder gamers and putting way too many hours into PUBG. So I just kicked off of that, went back into single player games. Then Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, and that was that. That was that. When Red Dead Redemption 2 released, something in my brain like just switched on, and I was like, only single players with great stories. No regrets. But I am trying to get back into multiplayer games, and Baldur's Gate 3 with real people that I actually know and am comfortable talking to is a good step towards getting comfortable in multiplayers again. I get that. Yeah. I will say, though, this stream has already gone longer than I expected it would. To be fully honest, I was prepared to get on here, say bare minimum of what's going on, pull the dress, and then bounce. But I stuck around, and I've been chatting, and we did some other things that were mildly productive. Winner. I may switch back to my first run and continue playing through that instead of this new one. That's fair, if you want to. I can understand that. I'll take the blame for that. Honestly, I almost exclusively play single-player games. It's so much better because in multiplayer, he can't cry. Whereas in single-player, he can cry over the story. Yeah, fair. Though, I say that, and it'd be Jesus, and maybe Jimmy would be ones to tell you that, like, I feel like, have y'all cried over the Destiny story at any point? Yeah, y'all have. What was his name? Shoot, I know it. I played enough of it. I know his name. He perished. He was very important. It was very sad. Shoot. Okay. Is that right? It's been too long since I've attempted Destiny. It's been too long. It's yes, Cade. Okay, yeah, so it was Cade. Some parts, yeah. So yeah, there are some multiplayers that can make you cry. It's really unfortunate that, like, Destiny has gotten so big. It's good. It's wonderful that Destiny 2 and Destiny has gotten so big and become such a large and massive and drawn-out franchise. But it is also a drawback for it. Because when it comes to new players like me, it is like going to dip your toe into the kiddie pool and finding out the kiddie pool was an illusion and it's actually the ocean and you're wearing steel shoes over the bottom of the Mariana Trench. And it's dragging you straight to the bottom.
It's dark out, Momo. Let's go catch some glimmer drops.
You know? Quicksand, I feel like, is also a good example of, like, you start standing there and you're like, oh, this isn't too bad, and then you look down, where are my legs? Beautiful game, beautiful story. Super fun gameplay. I really enjoyed, like, map exploration and all that stuff. It's just, holy crap. Y'all got so much going on over there. It's so hard to track. I definitely recommend Destiny 2 to people who are already playing Destiny 2. Keep playing it, maybe, if you wanna. I don't know. I haven't heard the best things about it lately. Everyone's kind of on a hiatus of it. Yeah, y'all haven't played in a hot minute either. But y'all have had other fun things that you're playing. And to be fully frank, it's a lot quieter in the house since y'all stopped playing Destiny 2. So maybe it's better for your blood pressures. Our table. It's broken. It's a meme, just to clarify, just in case, because like I know I have cats. It's a possibility. Even with him playing Marathon. He's still not as bad as he was with Destiny 2. He's not as bad. It is one of his worst games, though. But he's having fun, so it's okay. I may have saved the Storm Tempest multi-class for a run with others. It'll be either that or some fighter. I feel like that's a good idea. I think that's a good plan. I agree. I think there's enough space here to activate this. Oh, there is. How do I keep getting repeats? The other mod is extended levels, so more than 12.
When I catch that first ray from the sun,
Let me
can't
check the
help
cat
but look forward
orbs
to another day of
mod
adventure.
list. I think that might have been on hers. So that might be a console safe mod. Oh no, the one she's got over here is instant level 12. Keep running it for yours, of course. If I play in a, if any console players play with you and you're using a PC, then it needs to be a console safe mod, so I'll have to check that. Unless that is one of your console mods, in which case Cat Ward and I need to get that one. That needs to be added to the list. It is a console mod? Ooh, adding it right now. Adding it to the list immediately. Extended levels. We're currently, like, we have little columns of different mods. Some of them are automatic keeps, like, for instance, Wither's Big Naturals. And, like, some of the just for fun look mods, like one of the ones that I have on here is Gale's Beating and Glowing Orb, so it makes his orb tattoo glow and beat to his heartbeat. And one of hers is Char's Barbie head, so that she could specifically have a cutesy character. But then we have some others that we are going to toss back and forth and debate the next time we get together in real life and see what the, which ones we want to actually keep and make a permanent mod. That's on my paladin. I'll send the list when I get in. Heck yeah! Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm actually really loving comparing the mods and seeing who's finding what. I thought there was an XP one that was 1.5 so you can level slightly higher. There's one on her list that was... Let's see here. Yeah, this one. Unlock level curve if we don't do instant level 12. So it's supposed to give you like a bigger XP boost and make the leveling up better. She also has on here a double XP mod. I think I might move the better health potions over from neutral to keep. Got a lot of debating to do on these mods. A lot of listing to sort out.
It's morning already. Let's kick off today's adventure with vim and vigor.
Well, I run out of stuff in particular I wanted to do. When does the daily whims reset? Still another hour. I bought Minecraft 2 days ago and I just saw that they're making a Fallout texture pack. Really? First off, heck yeah, Kanzaki. I hope you enjoy it and are having fun. But also Fallout? Texture pack? Maybe I will now actually get Minecraft for the first time ever. Watch that be the thing that gets me in. Ugh, look at this lighting. Like, look at those sun rays. Look at that. It's freaking gorgeous. How does the lighting completely disappear when I change the focus? Give it back. Give it back. Wanted. Maybe I just need to wait for the sun to scoot over a bit more, but by that time it's gonna lose that, like, foggy, diluted texture, you know? There are also all the Fallout characters in skin form. Ooh. Beats every even levels is the other one. Heck yeah, we also have that one already in the mod list, so we agree. I love when we find agreements. Let the lighting keep moving. The lighting. It's the whole sun. I'm going to go try and rest now. Hopefully you can as well. I'll send my console-friendly mods later. Thank you very kindly, Jimmy. I should probably try to rest as well, too. Even though we really didn't do very much. This actually took a lot of energy out of me. Or maybe I just didn't have many or much energy to start with when we started the stream, but either way, the biggest thing is we got what we came here for. I really, really wanted to have this dress on this account. Beautiful. So, let us make our final 10 pull in the permanent banner. Let's go gambling. We are still currently drawing for the Blooming Stars, the green dress. But yeah, thank you so very much for stopping in, Jimmy. I hope that you have a very wonderful day. And small child. And wife. Ooh. One piece closer to the new animal grooming outfit. Where are you going, Soup Man? Fucking play something, Soup Man. Ooh. Only 4 more pieces to go. Pretty good pool. Not bad at all. We'll get to claim Deep Echoes in the next draw as well. That'll be good. Oh, wait, Kanzaki. I am so sorry. I completely forgot I told you I was going to come back over here to the banner and show you the dresses. These are the current residence dresses that came into play midway through this event season. This is Crimson Rhapsody. And then there is this one that pulls alongside of it. Very Mad Hatter themed. I will admit, this one is quite cute. Yes, the black version of this one. Oh my goodness, it's stunning. It's one of those things where it wasn't really a priority pull for me this time around. This set has been here before. It is a return or a rerun, but I will probably get it the next time it comes around into the banner, because it is admittedly very cute. The more I see them, the more these pieces grow on me. And then the second one that was introduced was the Alice in Wonderland theme. Very cute. And then, of course, the one that we pulled was the Capricorn. And I have it pulled on the second tier on my main account because I can't afford to dye anything purple anymore. I'm out of dyeing gems, so I had to pull it twice to get it in purple on the main account because my main account's all purple. But I only pulled the one for this account because we're going to dye any pieces that we want to be a particular color. And this is what it looks like blowed up. We will probably blow it up. Just because it'll be a good piece to have for styling challenges. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, as y'all can see above me, there's only 4 more days left in the events before this event goes away and the new event comes into play. Of course, even with everything going on, it only takes me 5 minutes to get on here and do the dailies for both accounts. So I'm going to be keeping those up, and whenever the new event comes around and switches over and starts up, I'll pull it up, and of course we'll see what's in the shop and what we can pull or don't want to pull and all that fun stuff. The green one looks like a character from Saint Seiwa? I'm gonna trust you on that one. I don't think I've heard of Saint Seiwa. But yeah. That's really about it. I'll keep track of everything that's doing in the dailies. I mentioned it very earlier on the stream. I'm going to mention it again in the community post that I will make after the stream, after I finish handling the VOD and timestamping it and stuff. My brain's just not working. I can only think about my grandmother really right now. It's not even really fully coherently here in this stream. You know, I am not... I'm just not. I'm just, you know. So, when it comes to streaming, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm going to keep trying. This is a step in the right direction of sitting down. We've gotten 2 hours into the stream. we did get stuff done. It was productive because we got the new dress, and we got some new rewards and stuff. I'm gonna keep trying to do that. It's probably gonna be Infinity Nikki still, of just, we get Infinity, do some things on here. Maybe we do 1 or 2 quests, and we just do small streams until I can properly get focused again. The Cyberpunk streams, though, are right now just on a hiatus. Because like I said, Willie is very far away right now. Willie cannot come to the phone right now. Please try again another day. So yeah, that's about it. If you spent time here today with me, Sky, and Nikki, and Momo here in Infinity Nikki, thank you all so very, very much, genuinely and truly, for taking the time out of your day and spending it here with us, and just letting me ramble and talk about what all is going on, and just be today. I really, truly, genuinely, greatly appreciate all of you, my wonderful workers, and my chatters, Kanzaki and Jimmy. Thank you very much for stopping in and hanging out with me, chatting with me, and yeah, I think that's it. My brain is just not working. I can't get to focus on what I have or haven't covered or anything. So, for right now, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna pick a thumbnail. I'm gonna do timestamps. Maybe I'll try to have a snack. I think that would be good. And, I'll make that community post to inform anybody that hasn't watched this stream or does not watch the VOD because they're just not interested in Infinity Nikki streams, which is fine. We're okay with that. Get some rest. I'm gonna try. Thank you, Kanzaki. Yeah. I guess that's really it. Thank you all genuinely for sitting with me and listening to me today, and genuine apologies for the streams being thrown off for a little bit, but I thank you greatly for understanding and waiting it out with me, and I promise I'll be keeping y'all updated. Once again, if you're in the Discord, you'll be updated as soon as I'm hearing things, and when I know stuff, you'll know. Otherwise, the next time that I stream, I'll keep y'all updated with whatever we know at the time. Right now, the main hope is that she just gets to go home, because she would just honestly do better mentally at home. But this is gonna be a process. It's gonna take time, and it's gonna throw some wrenches in everything. So we're gonna take the days as they come, and when we have good days, I'm gonna do my best to be here. Alright? Alright. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.